Welcome to True Haitian Crime Stories. I'm your host, Shayna Pierre. Today we're going to explore the case of Long Island, New York's promoter and club owner, Joseph Kernizan, better known as Country. On October 13, 2012, in the east section of the Bronx, New York, police continued their search for a suspect in the fatal shooting of dancehall entertainer Wayne Hamilton, popularly known as Captain Barkey. The 50-year-old performer was killed alongside 38-year-old Tracy Bennett as they left a motel. This is the story of a double murder that rocked both the Haitian and Jamaican music industries. The victims, Captain Barkey born Jocelyn Hamilton and his paramour, Tracy Bennett. Primary suspect, 42-year-old Joseph Kernizan, the New York club owner and promoter of New Look, a prominent compa band in the Haitian music scene. Both paths collided dangerously with Country, a husband consumed by jealousy and betrayal. Following the double murder, the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force tracked Country from New York to a two-story apartment building in northeast Miami-Dade. Authorities feared Country was planning to flee to his native Haiti, according to Barry Golden, a spokesperson for the Marshal Service. Enforcement arrived at the apartment complex at 10:14 p.m. and surrounded the location. Using a PA system, they instructed residents to exit the building. Country was spotted peeking out of a ground floor apartment window and attempted to escape through a back door, but retreated upon seeing the police. Shortly after, a man who had been inside the apartment with Country exited. 3 gunshots were heard from within. Officers shattered a back window to gain entry and found Country dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. 3 handguns and 2 loaded AK-47 assault rifles were discovered at the scene. Country, a father of 2 of Tracy Bennett's 3 children, had been in a tumultuous relationship with her. Friends of the couple noted that Bennett was frequently seen at Barkey's performances, which led to Country stalking her. In August 2012, Bennett, a registered nurse at Winthrop Hospital, took out a restraining order against Country, who is the father of her 2 youngest kids, 8 and 10. Country was arrested August 17th for contempt and due back in court on domestic violence charges on October 22nd, 10 days shy of the murders. He and Bennett had been married for more than a decade, her relatives said, and were separated but still sharing their Elmont, Long Island. Born Jocelyn Hamilton was a veteran Jamaican dancehall artist known for hits like Go Go Wine and Bun Fee Bun. Barkey's 2010 single She Nah Left Joe described how he got close and comfortable with Tracy Bennett, even bringing up her children and implying a deeply intimate relationship, all while taking jabs at Bennett's husband. This song highlighted the complexity of their entanglement and the tensions within the love triangle involving Country, Bennett, and Barkey. Captain Barkey was married and resided in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with his wife, Mavis Hamilton, 48. Mrs. Hamilton stated she knew nothing about his affair with Bennett, even though he alluded to it in song 2 years prior to his death.
Now that he's dead, what can I do?
Mavis Hamilton said she left worried messages for him when she didn't hear from him after taking him to the airport Friday for his New York trip. The song in question.
I'm alive under pressure. Bun of me weak. Bun of me weak. Bun a mash up the soldier youth. I mean, I know what to do. She tell me she nah left Joe. 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 You mean squeegee? She give me bun everywhere she go. Me get bun everywhere me go. All the picnic them know, and me no know. All the picnic them know, and Uncle Chester catch her last night. With the liquor shot man a stand by. You mean shorty we sell share eyes. It cost me and me uncle fi fight. Me did think me uncle bad mind. One mash up me family life. Till me find out me uncle did right. Me have to see man I apologize. You see she do it again. She bun me. You know see how only she want on me once again. She bun me. I'll be pick them seat and I run me. She do it again. She bun me. I me feel like she run back country. She do it again. She bun me. With the other man where you have the monk. She tell me she nah let you. 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 You mean squeegee? She give me bun everywhere she go. Me get bun everywhere me go. All the picnic them know, and me no know. All the picnic them.
What's your deal with?
Me no know who are the next man. Every night time she a text man. All I look back her ex man. A them thing they make me vex man. True bun, me life done over bun. Me life done over bun. Done over bun. Me life done over bun. Me life done true bun. She tell me she nah let you. 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 You mean squeegee? She give me bun everywhere she go. Me get bun everywhere me go. All the picnic them know, and me no know. All the picnic them know, and
Bait, she bait me up.
the girl me live with, give me both. With a bread over hellshite. Me no like it. Me wife make me waffy.
The incident shocked both the Haitian music community and residents of the quiet neighborhood where Country ended his life. Nia Garnett, a resident, recounted hearing a gunshot and the subsequent police activity that lasted until early morning. In the aftermath, discussions about the motivations behind the crime surfaced. Country was described as a nice person and loving father who felt deeply betrayed by Bennett. Reports emerged that Country had supported Bennett financially, including paying for her nursing degree, housing, and even plastic surgery, only to discover she was in a 5-year relationship with Captain Barkey. Listen to Captain Barkey's brother and friends calling a Jamaican radio station to weigh in on
just
the
be
situation.
careful, because the man, him say the man are Haitian and rare. But Barkey never expects it to reach that distance and that journey. That's why he's a man where him just take everything for joke. So me know Barkey never really a pre to do the man, not like how the man a pre to do him things.
Right.
Shake me up, man. Me drop on the step, shake me up big time. And then me get up and say, people are calling me and I say, for true.
Yeah.
If I catch him and me I say, I can't confirm that. I hope it no go so.
You know, we have actually a blood relative.
Right, his
here,
brother.
His brother. And I don't know, tell us the relationship with you and your brother, Captain Barkey. Was it a close one? And
Very close.
And how did it, what was your feeling when you heard? You think it was a joke too?
I thought it was a BlackBerry blog when I see it on my Facebook and everything. I said, I hope this is just another BlackBerry
on
scam.
your Facebook,
you know?
is where you saw
Yeah,
it.
and the BlackBerry.
Because then kill off people all the while when they go so.
And then I get a call straight from New York and then me say, you sure? And then after the person hang up, a next call come in again. So I say, hold on, I'm going to call them number then, because I have about 5 different numbers for Barkey. I don't even think my mother have so much number for him.
Right.
I call every one of them and I get voicemail. So I say, whoa. I call someone else and the person said, but me and them talk last night, but after 2, I say, alright then. I call back the person, I hear beer tears, like 15 minutes after. I said, them just get the direct news from some information from some federal or something like that.
Wow.
So that's where I break down and say, alright, I can't approach mommy like this now, because we had a brother before that have a tragic similar like this over a woman thing, same way.
What?
So it's more have 8 of us, 9 of us really, 8 boys and 1 girl.
Right.
So the two boys get tragically like
Over
this
girl.
now. Yeah. So I have to know if I approach my mother being at 79-year-old now. So I say, alright. Then I call mommy and tell her, I say, mommy, alright, you know, I don't think I get enough rest, mommy. Just lock off your phone, lock off the TV, lock off the radio. Just not take no call or nothing and get some rest. Come on, sufficient time to get to the pastors and the deacons and all that. Then we get over there and then we get around it and eventually she, you know, get over it. But right now she break down like 6 times for the first night, because Barkey's like the head cornerstone for the family, you know. Yeah, he's the one that been there for me, been through school and all that.
Wow. And another brother had that same.
Yeah, and Barkey's the one who carry me like almost the state, every state show I've been on during my teen years. You know, Sting 91 come to Sting 93, all them show there. James One Beach with Wickham and him always call me up on the stage. I'm a little brother this, real big of blood. You know, so it's like a part of me gone. Because 3 days before that, Ron Mushet interviewed me on RFM in the morning and him called me and say, yo, me like that, and send some Blackberry, some message on my phone. Big up my little brother, take them on.
Right.
It's the last message. It's like a relay and him just give me a button and just come out of the race. And I say, whoa, what is it's like? I still feel like part of my gone because him so close.
Yeah.
I mean, like really close, because we have some plans to get something done. We have some songs we haven't done yet, even combination.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, remember, you know, we are Jamaican, man, and we no kill man for woman, you know. Our culture different. But me say, you see the Asian people, man, Yankee, them love talk about left them shorty. Me say, be careful of the Asian brother there, you know. Because the man them tell me say Asian, and right there, so me start trembling. You know.
I know, life is funny. This is gonna sound so funny on a serious note.
Yes.
You know, the only thing I remember is the Baki one day was that be careful, there's an Asian man that get voodoo. But you know, to him love run joke, we just it's like
he might go end up a last. He might go end up a joke.
I was always running. Trust me, I was always running joke with him like that. I was saying, man, this man over here, voodoo, you're getting up. I was always saying that. But it's like, we not think one shooting, we not think more. It's like, we never know it till I reach this stage. I swear.
But believe me, believe me, the Captain Barker we know, we lost a nice, jovial, cornerstone in the business.
Yeah, man.
Everybody look to us back if you're new
was against his relationship with Bennett and even warned him.
Sister Clark, 82, said on Sunday morning when she was preparing for church, 3 members of her congregation at Portmore Missionary visited her home in Portmore. Then came the heartbreaking news. It was another big blow for his mother, Irene Clark. She lost another son to the same circumstance 10 years ago. Now she must deal with that pain all over again. I said, Jesus, you are God alone, and I just started praising him. Reflecting on her son's life, Sister Clark remembered him as loving and obedient. The 4th of her 9 children, Barky, she said, was a most blessed boy. When I scolded him and told him not to move, he would sit by the house side and look so pitiful that I eventually felt sorry for him and called him inside. She said growing up, Barky never smoked or drank. He was responsible as an adult, joining the Jamaica Defense Force in his 20s. I never lacked anything. He would always ensure that I was properly taken care of. He was the one who paid the bills, bought me food, bought me clothes. He was like my backbone, she said.
Sister Clark recalls regular reasoning sessions with Barky. It was during one of those sit-downs that she advised him against the relationship, which eventually cost him his life.
I spoke to him and said, remember you have a wife. He didn't answer, just held his head down.
3 of his children live with her. His death has been hard for them as well. Friends described seeing Hamilton leave Memories Lounge and Restaurant with Bennett in a white car early Saturday morning. Naturalist Demas, 37, also a reggae musician based in Hartford, Connecticut, said Hamilton had a wife in Wisconsin, but that he had seen his friend with Bennett many times before.
My friend called me last night around 11 o'clock.
Said Demas, referring to Hamilton, speaking to reporters at Memories Restaurant and Lounge on Saturday evening.
He called to say he was in town and said he'd call me back in 20 minutes.
But Demas said it was the last he heard from the artist. He learned about the death in church that day.
I said I can't believe that, man. It was like a shock in my heart.
He said Hamilton had several children and was a happy guy.
He's a joyful dude. He gives you a lot of jokes, makes you feel welcome every time.
Country 42 was waiting when Tracy Bennett, 38, and boyfriend Wayne Hamilton, 50, emerged from the Holiday Motel parking lot around 3:10 a.m., witnesses told police. The Holiday Motel was described by many news publications as being a dirty, roach-infested spot, catering mostly to the trucking crowd and prostitution. At the time, the motel charged hourly or $40 a night. Panic ensued as guests poured out of their rooms during the chaos. One guest, celebrating his birthday, stated,
"It looked like she was begging him not to shoot her." said Ricky G, who was celebrating his friend's birthday upstairs, but then he shot her twice. He told 1010 Wins, speaking about an unknown shooter. The motel became a crime scene, a grim reminder of the violence. This was just the beginning of a story that would grip two cities.
The tragic end of this love triangle serves as a somber reminder of the complexities and potential dangers of personal relationships. Country's actions were driven by a sense of betrayal and financial exploitation. His violent reaction led to the loss of 3 lives and left a community grappling with the aftermath. While no one can condone Country's actions, understanding the depth of his feelings of betrayal sheds light on the tragic sequence of events. It serves as a stark reminder to be cautious and considerate in relationships, mindful of the impact of our actions on others. Country, a name that struck fear, was more complex than headlines suggested. Born in Haiti, he came to the United States to chase the American dream. He started off as a barber and finally finding his niche in New York's Haitian music scene as a promoter and club owner. He was a fierce and shrewd businessman, rising quickly as a prominent promoter. He was known for his lavish parties, particularly with the New Look, a popular Haitian band based in Florida. Tracy Bennett, seeking stability, entered into a relationship with Country. He sent her to nursing school and afforded her a very lavish lifestyle. Country even had majority, if not all, of his assets list under her name. He even took Bennett's daughter from a previous relationship. Although the daughter and Bennett were not on good terms, some say his good deeds were to mask his controlling and possessive nature. Bennett, yearning for freedom, found herself increasingly stifled. Rarely seen in the club with her husband, she was always by Captain Barkey's side at all of his performances, leading some to speculate that she was actually his wife. Their attraction was undeniable. For the Haitian community, the news hit particularly hard. Country, despite his flaws, had been a prominent figure, a symbol of success and ambition. The man they thought they knew, the one who had built a reputation on charisma and generosity, had committed an act of unimaginable violence. It was a betrayal that shook their community to its core, leaving many questioning everything they thought they knew. The music world, too, reeled from the loss. Captain Barkey, the dancehall star with the infectious smile and the voice that could move mountains, was gone, his life cut tragically short. Fans across the globe mourned the loss of their idol, their grief echoing the raw emotion of his music. Concerts were canceled, tributes poured in, and the airwaves were filled with the haunting melodies of his songs. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the rumor mill went into overdrive. Locals and reporters alike flocked to the scene, eager to glean any scrap of information, any detail that could shed light on the events that had unfolded within those walls. 2 men who said they were friends with Hamilton came to the motel Saturday afternoon after friends who live in Jamaica had contacted them saying the man had been shot there. Whispers of Country's possessiveness and Bennett's desire to have her cake and eat it too spread like wildfire. Theories abounded, each more salacious than the last. Some whispered of a love triangle gone wrong, of jealousy and betrayal spiraling out of control. Others hinted at darker motives, speculating about Country's business dealings and the possibility of a more sinister plot. Hungry for a story, seized upon the tragedy, dissecting every detail, every rumor, every shred of evidence. Headlines screamed from newsstands, television screens flickered with images of the victims and the crime scene, and the airwaves buzzed with endless speculation. The story had all the elements of a Greek tragedy: love, betrayal, revenge, and ultimately death. As the initial shock subsided, a collective search for answers began. A friend of Country weighed in.
Let this be a lesson to all men and women. Be careful and cognizant of the people you choose to make your partner and progenitor of your children. Country was wrong in what he did, but do not vilify him because this woman, Tracy, was an absolute abomination to women and the reason why men are so distrustful of men. He took her in when she had an illegitimate child, paid for her nursing degree, a home, and numerous cars. He had so many properties he purchased and put many of them under her name. When he discovered her infidelities, he demanded that she relinquish his properties and access to his bank accounts. She in turn refused and used much of the money on her exploits with this Wayne fellow. Country even gave her money to pay for plastic surgery and she in turn used it on her lover. Let's not mention that she was being sued by her very own daughter for abandonment and neglect. Karma is so real, and when you betray people and use them when they have only done right by you, what you get in return is what you sowed. I mean, how likely is that a man, a Haitian man at that, would take a woman in with a child that wasn't his? I cannot have sympathy for such an unscrupulous woman who went around cavorting with a married man while neglecting her very own children, whom I may mention Country was taking care of. His rage obviously manifested in a violent way and unfortunately everyone lost. Was it worth it? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Moreover, don't take what isn't rightfully yours. If only people knew the real story behind this tangled love triangle, they would understand that Country did not kill out of jealousy, but out of betrayal. He had given her many chances to do right and give him back his properties and money, and her brazen philandering with his own hard-earned money is enough to send even the most placid and indifferent person into a fit of unadulterated rage.
Some pointed to Country's past, his upbringing played a role. One podcaster went on to say, Country's mother died in a similar situation.
Chers amis, bonsoir, bonjour, bon après-midi. Nous parlons à sur Joseph Kernizan. C'est la mort qui fait un pile bruit dans la communauté panoan, ni dans la communauté internationale là tout. Mais en pile, mon a posé cette question, il dit comme ça, pour qui ça, Joseph Kernizan, pas penser avant l'y agir. Vous comprenez? Monsieur tué madame ni, monsieur tué ménage madame nan, l'elle fini, l'elle garde l'oué, pas gen l'autre côté pour le passer encore, pas gen l'autre bail pour le faire, monsieur tué tête pâle. Eh bien, pour nous comprendre l'histoire bien, pour nous comprendre Joseph Kernizan, faut nous connaître côté le grandi, côté le sorti. Joseph Kernizan, c'est moun gangouave, c'est la parent sorti, c'est la le fait, c'est la le grandi dans gangouave. Eh bien, Joseph Kernizan mouri même gens avec maman. Maman Joseph Kernizan mouri dans un love triangle. Papa te gen yon ménage. Pendant papa gen ménage là, maman Joseph Kernizan li remarqué ça, li ouais papa remen ménage là en pile. Ça maman fait, maman a la mystique. M'pa ka di c'est vaudou non? Vous comprenez? Parce que en pile vaudouisant dit yo pas tuer moun, yo pas fait mal. Moi dou li a la mystique. Vous comprenez? Si m'da dit vaudou, pardonnez-moi parce que m'pa gen l'autre mot pour m'ta expliquer, c'est comme si m'da do moun al ka yon ungan. Les moun al ka ungan bay maman on bagay pour le voyer on la fièvre sous ménage là. Attendez bien? Maman Joseph Kernizan voyer yon la fièvre sous ménage Maril là. Koun y a les ménages là ouais chaque soir à partir de 6 heures, li gon la fièvre. La fièvre là pas chambre suspend, li prend te associe, li prend toute qualité remède, la fièvre là toujours là. Les ménages là remarqué que la fièvre là, c'est pas la fièvre qui naturelle, li même li a le côté partout. Vous comprenez la mystique. Vous comprenez? Li voye la fièvre là sous moun qui te voye le sous li parce que li pas connaît qui moun qui voye la fièvre là. Li voye la fièvre là back sous moun qui te voye le sous li. La fièvre là al joindre maman Joseph Kernizan et puis dans laisse une semaine maman mouri. Les maman mouri, bagay la fait gros bruit dans grand goave, c'est gros bagay. Moun nan voye la fièvre la back la ménage la dit carrément son la fièvre li te gagné li voye la fève la bak bay moun qui te voye sou li a, voilà que moun nan mouri li pa konan ken bagay kon sa. Ti monsieur ap grandi avec ça dans tête yo que men fi qui te tué maman yo. Ba la vin plus belle papa tout plaqué ak ménage la net. M'ba besoin d'ou. Gen en pile rancune, gen en pile remords dans tragédie ya. Maman mouri. Ménage la di c'est li même qui te voye la fève la bac. Papa li même tout plaqué à ménage là. Ti monsieur grandi, te gen Joseph Kernizan, les monsieur tap grandi gangwa, yo te rele le Jean. Te gen Patrick frère yo avec quelques l'autre. Yo grandi avec ça dans cœur yo, gon moun qui tué maman yo et yo kon non moun. Les ti monsieur yo voyage aux États-Unis, te gen yon fête dans Brooklyn. Ti monsieur yo te dans fête là, dame nan qui t'a supposé belle mère yo que papa a tout plaqué avec lui. Yo joine dame nan bal là. Eh bien, faites la crasé ti monsieur dit que ça yo aussi a tué fils ça jodi a Joseph Kernizan dit l'a tué fils ça te tué maman lan li croiser là un balle non yo m'pa besoin d'ou salon crasé balle crasé c'est frappé à tête pas fait ça toute caltezin mais qui Jean maman Joseph Kernizan mourir mais qui Jean Joseph Kernizan que le grandi Jean Joseph Kernizan pas de vle quitter fia. Moi penser ça gagne un attachement avec maman. Maman te mouri, maman te quitté très jeune. Monsieur pas de vle madame nan li quitté le même genre maman te quitté là. Psychologiquement parlant, nous ouais que ça gagne un lien avec maman qui te al quitté le petit moun. Monsieur pas de vle deuxième fois pour madame ni al quitter le tout. C'est ça moi vinn ouais, est-ce que vous comprenez? So c'est un tripotage moi pote ba nous. Je souhaite que na prend tripotage la son tripotage.
Others speculated it was pressure from his peers knowing his wife was openly having an affair for 5 years. The search for answers extended beyond even the realm of experts. Friends and acquaintances of Country, Bennett, and Barkey grappled with their own grief and confusion. The Bronx Holiday Motel double murder serves as a stark reminder that the lessons of love and loss are often the hardest to learn. It highlights the fine line between love and obsession and the devastating consequences that can unfold when that line is crossed. This tragedy also underscores the importance of recognizing the signs of a toxic relationship. Bennett, trapped in a cycle of emotional and financial dependence, found it increasingly difficult to break free from Country's grasp. Her story serves as a reminder that love should not come at the cost of one's freedom, independence, or safety. This double murder is not just a story about love, betrayal, and revenge. It is a story about the fragility of the human heart and the devastating consequences of our inability to let go. It is a story that, despite its tragic end, holds valuable lessons for us all, if only we are willing to listen. The late reggae dancehall star Jocelyn Hamilton, aka Captain Barkey, was laid to rest in an emotional funeral service in Kingston on Thursday, November 8th, 2012. Joseph Kernizan, known as Country, was laid to rest in native homeland of Haiti. His funeral was attended by close family members and friends. Members of the band New Look were in attendance, including the leader, Arlie Lariviere. Funerals drew significant attention, with many mourning the tragic loss of these prominent figures in their communities. In contrast, Tracy Bennett's final arrangements remain more obscure. Her obituary does not appear to be available online, adding an air of mystery to her already complex and controversial story. Once again, I'm your host, Shayna Pierre. Please stay safe out there. Signing off.